Welcome back to the Real Guys Podcast. It's your boy Robert.
And Thomas.
And we are back with the last video of the year of 2023.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. So, first and foremost, we're going to get into like a catch-up.
Slash review.
A
little hybrid segment. Yeah.
All right, so, I guess you can start. Yeah.
Let's see. Catch up with me on Christmas. Got a haircut. Christmas was great. Did a little deal with my mom that if I paid for half, she would pay for the other half of a PS5. So I got that for Christmas. Got a few games. I got the Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. The Spider-Man Miles Morales came with the remastered version of the Spider-Man. So I was like, because it was like the Ultimate Edition or whatever. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Dope.
And then Fortnite. Gotta have Fortnite.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Fortnite.
Gotta get Fortnite. But yeah, that was about it. Vibes were good. Had a lot of family over. It's a full house right now.
Yeah.
There's 11 people living in one house, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that is wild. That's
yeah,
a lot of people.
It is.
I'm sorry. They're like in my house. It's like there's me. That's it. My mom, my dad, and then maybe 2 people in here and 2 people in the study. So like 8 people total, 9 people total, and that's it.
And then you got dogs too.
Yeah, and we have dogs. We have 3 dogs. So technically, there's 12 whole people living in here.
But yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, but we'll get onto it in the movie thing.
Yeah. All right. Sure. Catch up for me. Christmas. It was all right, I guess. I mean, first year that I found out that adulting isn't all it's cracked up to be. It's like more of when you get to that point, if you want presents, you better go out and buy it yourself. So
ask for just money at this point.
Yeah, so I mean I didn't even make out as good, money wise. But it's all good. I'm grateful, that I have family who's willing to give me money, who's willing to, give me food on the table and things like that.
That's
so
right.
I'm thankful.
That's right.
But
Love
either way, that was the first you're growing up, wake up,
wow.
get going,
yeah, you're an adult now.
Yeah.
I got a year.
Yes, sir.
One last Christmas as a little high school.
Little high school boy.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
But
I wish I could go back. I don't wish I go back to high school yet. I'm not at that point where I'm like, I wish I was back in high school. I'm not at that point yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I wish I didn't have responsibilities.
Oh, yeah. The little freedom
Yeah.
of high school. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, real quick, I'm going to talk about Percy Jackson show. There's 3 episodes out right now for us. This is coming out Sunday, so there will still be 3 episodes out. But yeah, it's really good. They're doing something different, but not as different as the movies are. But especially with the 3rd episode, and I'm still in my mind. I'm like, is this better or is this worse? I'm indifferent. I'm just like interesting. So I'm just watching it play out. We'll do a big review for the whole season 1 once everything finishes. So, but yeah, just wanted to say that I'm enjoying it so far. That I don't have as many red flags as I do with the movie. So that's just great.
Wow.
Because the movie is
that's a big statement.
Yeah,
the movie's still good.
The movie no.
Which one? Which one do you not like?
Percy Jackson and
The
Lightning Thief. Yeah, that movie.
That
No, it's terrible.
Oh.
It's awful.
Okay, the second one is even worse though.
Yeah, they're all bad.
I think I like the Lightning Thief a little bit better.
I think
it kind of follows the book pretty good.
I think no.
What?
Have you read the book?
I've read the book multiple times.
Oh no, it doesn't follow
Maybe
the book.
I need to rewatch
yeah,
the movie.
it doesn't follow the book at all.
Maybe I need to rewatch the movie because I remember even down to the detail of the substitute teacher and when they go to that museum or whatever of Greek mythology. And he because he's a demigod, he doesn't know yet, but because he's a demigod, he can read their Greek language. And then she pulls him into the back room. It's basically the same way as the book. She pulls him into the back room,
but
and then she becomes this thing.
They don't have prophecies. Percy is 16 instead of 11.
Oh.
They don't Annabeth is not Annabeth that much. Grover is not Grover especially. And
I need to see what this Grover is in this episode.
No. I'm talking about the movie. Everything's great in the show. This one is the movie. In the movie, there's no Oracle, Annabeth doesn't act like Annabeth. Grover doesn't act like Grover. Percy is fine, but also it's just a little bit bad.
Yeah.
He's 16. He should be 11. They
I still
a
like
lot.
I still love Alexander Daddario.
I think it's because she's hot. I
Yeah.
think that's why you like her.
Yeah.
But Rick Riordan, the author of the book, he sent like a large email and letter, basically telling them to like stop deviating from the book and stick to like the script, basically, because they were going off the deep end,
Yeah.
and they just didn't care what he had to say. So, and that's why the movie's god awful. It's terrible. So I don't know what you're going on about, buddy.
Me personally, I just like really good action film, and the fact that they incorporated some good hand-to-hand combat is.
I mean, I guess,
cool.
but it's a bad movie all around.
I think okay. Let me put it this way: my favorite part of the movie was their training grounds. Like the training ground area was probably my favorite part.
Yeah, but then
So,
that's still all right.
It's not the best part according to.
I mean, I guess.
Like the rising action of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, but I just think the movie's terrible.
Yeah. So I'll dive into that.
I mean, you might need to just rewatch that, but
Yeah.
it's terrible.
All
Like,
right,
the
so
movie's
we're gonna
bad.
We're gonna do a quick
Quick
mini
review?
on
Quick review?
Godzilla -1. So,
Yeah. So Godzilla -1. You want to give the scores?
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Yep. You catch 9 out of 10.
8.5.
9 out of 10.
I'm
Nice.
raising mine to 8.5. I had it at 8 at one point. I'm
Yeah,
raising
yeah.
it to 8.5 because we had a little hiccup,
Technical oopsie.
But
We already did this segment,
yeah,
but
and
we don't have the footage, so
I
we're
had-
redoing it.
So I had an 8 originally, but I went and dove in and thought about it a little bit longer, and I really like the cinematography
Mhm.
Of where they're basically drowning Godzilla.
Yeah, some of the shots are great.
Some of the shots are really good. Now I still hold to my truth of the idea that they should have formed the story based off of an actual island in Japan. So instead of whatever they called the island in the movie, they chose more like something like Okinawa. That's a little bit more popular, more understood of what happened,
Mhm.
so they can just flip the script and use that as a story.
No, I got you.
Um,
Real quick,
ahead.
guess how much the movie cost to make?
that movie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even say like maybe 3 million.
Really? I mean, most movies are like you would think with a movie like this.
What's the average of movies?
I feel like they're more in
Price.
like the. All right, hold on.
100,000 range.
No. They're way more expensive. Hold on. Average budget for a movie, it's between 50 and 100 million.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Movies are expensive. So guess how
Wow.
much this one was.
I'm
Like looking
gonna
at
go 125 million then.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, you would think that because the movie just looks spectacular. Everything's great.
Yeah.
15 million
Wow.
is the budget for this movie. They did a lot with a little. You know what I mean?
They,
It was
They
great.
compensated for sure.
Yeah, but the movie was spectacular. Really recommend it. I like the main character, of course, his story.
Yeah.
They did two things for me. Godzilla is terrifying. He's not like he's not someone you're supposed to be rooting for. He's a monster like he should be with like Godzilla because, you know, Godzilla, that's like his whole character, I guess, for a monster. And then they made the human story interesting, which I didn't expect. Because
Right.
like a lot of Godzilla movies, you're looking at it, you don't really care about the human. You just want like the Godzilla action.
Yeah.
But this one was like great because like you actually care what's happening to the main character. So I thought that was spectacular. And then I wouldn't call this a complaint. It's just like a curiosity of mine. The love interest, I forget her name. How is she alive?
Noriko.
How is she
It starts
alive?
with the N. It's Noriko.
Oh really?
So-
How is she alive?
Yeah. So
She gets flung like a rag doll. Just boom. I'm like, and then you see her at the end, and it's just like, like
Oh, yeah.
I like it for the story. I like that he finally gets to live his life. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, how did she survive that?
Well, the
'Cause
best
that's
part is like
crazy.
with like nukes.
Science with Robert.
Science with Robert. Nukes, they go, it's an implosion and an explosion. So it goes explosion first, you get shot into non-existence, and then you get brought back in. With all of, because it's like it's like a big mushroom that eventually forms. Yeah, so basically it's like first of all, if she survived the explosion, I could see that. But I can't see that because
Yeah.
there's still radiation.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
it's wild. I
the
mean,
way-
like, I like it for the story, though, I
yeah,
will say.
Yeah,
But,
the fact that she survived, it's like, okay, that's a good textbook ending. But
yeah.
but it's like,
I mean, overall, the movie was good.
Yeah.
I will say.
it's an 8.5 for me because of
yeah, it's
that
a 9.
and also.
Because I don't know. I wasn't. It's like I got sucker punched in the face with a good movie. I wasn't expecting it. It kind of threw me off guard. I was like, whoa, this is some good stuff.
Right.
But, I mean, yeah. You want to move on to the next segment?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we got Hunger Games for our next segment. That's what we're calling it. I picked 12 characters. They kind of have their own little, I guess they have their own little buffs and then like nerfs, I guess. Like some of them you'd be like they would win, but I've kind of nerfed them a little bit so that's more fair. But yeah, I'm going to just read off all 12. It's not a bracket. They're just who would survive. So like you might have a character that's like in a fight, they're not going to win against any of these, but survival wise, they're going to like be able to survive longer than they are.
Right.
So yeah, so I'm gonna just read them all off. Bugs Bunny, Percy Jackson, Harry Potter. He has one wand, and Percy Jackson has his sword. Robin, Tony Stark. Tony Stark has his third suit, so
Okay.
his Mark III suit. So
Yeah.
it's like advanced, but not that advanced. Captain America. He has his not vibranium shield. He just has his like the shield that was for his advertising. That's what he has.
The metal one.
Poe from Kung Fu Panda. This is him after the first movie.
Okay.
So like
So
he's
he's
still a little bit inexperienced. Nick Fury. This is
Uh-oh.
yeah, Nick Fury, but he doesn't have shield. It's just him. But I guess he has some stuff on him. Kevin from Home Alone. Aquaman, and then Godzilla from Godzilla -1. But this is the first time we see him, so he's like big, but he's not like huge,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And then Batman, but he doesn't have. He has some of his gadgets. He doesn't have a lot. I'm giving him like 3 batarangs, a grappler, and then like his base suit. So it's like fireproof.
Okay.
That's about it.
Fair enough.
So yeah, these are our characters. Do you want to get some of the?
Let's take some of the bad ones out.
Yeah.
None of
You
these.
want me to hold this out so you can see it?
Yeah. So not any of.
I
these
feel like
movies-
Kevin's just out immediately.
Yeah.
Kevin's gone.
I was about to say like none of these people are as stupid as those criminals.
Yeah,
That's
Kevin's
that's
gone. Kevin's out.
Yeah. Captain America. So you said he only has the metal shield.
Yeah, I
But he's
feel
still
like
a super soldier.
yeah. I mean, we can. Kevin, I think Poe might be out early too.
Yeah.
Poe's out.
Because he doesn't have all of what you think.
Hot take. I think Nick Fury might be out early too, because
Wow.
he is just a guy without shield. He might know a lot. He might know how to survive.
So,
but
so
at
he
the-
doesn't have any of like.
But at the
shield
end of the he might just have a pistol. That's it. But at the end of the day, he's not doing much.
Yeah, he's just a dude. He basically
Oh, by the way.
almost died from Winter Soldier.
By the way, the map is like it's like a multi-biome map. So there's like a desert section, a grassy section, and like a water section, I'd say, and like a winter section.
Yeah.
So that means characters like Percy Jackson and Aquaman could
They
go.
have their domain.
They could go to their domain if they can find it. I
Yeah.
think they will.
So that's probably if we should go through a fight
I will
versus
say-
Percy Jackson and Aquaman.
I will say I don't think Godzilla's winning. So I think he might be.
Wow.
I think he might be because he's just a monster, right?
Yeah.
So like he's not.
But he also
this
has
is
the
the first-
heat ray.
No, this is the first time we see him. He doesn't have the little nuclear.
Oh, you're right.
So I think he could be killable now.
Yeah.
So he's definitely killable now.
But who would?
And then
kill
if
him?
anything, Aquaman could drown him.
Same with Percy Jackson.
Yeah, same with Percy Jackson too.
Bugs Bunny is out. He's just a trickster at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a cereal named after him.
Yeah,
Trix.
once you get him, once you get him, he's gone. So
Yeah.
I think let's see. Let's kind of so boom, he's out. Poe, right, and Nick Fury and Kevin. And then we said Godzilla.
Yeah.
I think
So
who would team up though?
I feel
I
like
feel like these two would team up, right?
Harry Potter and Robin, or Robin and Tony Stark.
Tony Stark and Cap, and then Aquaman and Batman might team up.
Tony Stark and Cap.
Oh, and Batman and Robin would definitely team up. I didn't realize that.
Batman, Robin, and Aquaman probably do a trio,
Yeah.
and then you'd have Cap, Tony,
And that's it. Percy and Harry are on their own.
Yeah.
Good. I'd say. All right. So let's get some 1v1s out the way. Since they're both in the same domain, Aquaman and Percy Jackson, who do you think is winning?
Percy Jackson.
Damn you. Thank you. Aquaman's great, but like Percy Jackson, when he was in the first book, he fought off Ares and he won.
Yeah. That's a god.
I'm just saying,
that's
like,
a god, y'all.
Everything Aquaman can do, Percy Jackson can do, and he has a sword, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
we're taking out Aquaman. So we have Captain America, Tony Stark, Robin, Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, and Batman left. So another 1v1.
All right,
Percy
Harry
Jackson
Potter.
And, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter has the one spell. Oh, Percy Jackson and Harry Potter. I don't know if they're fighting. So Harry Potter, he has the one. I think I'm just taking Harry Potter out. So hear me out. He has the one spell.
Yeah.
Right? But he's a wizard, but he's still like a human. You know what I mean? So like all it takes is like a batarang throw, a Tony Stark like boom, or like a Captain America just shield to the face, he's dead. He has Avada Kedavra, right? He has that, but also that can be dodged.
You gotta remember,
you know what I mean?
Captain America only has a metal shield, so the vibranium effect won't hit Harry as hard as you think.
I mean, yeah, but he's still a super soldier that's just throwing a metal plate at you.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think
that would hurt. No,
as much as I like Harry, I think he's not in it.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Right. Robin might be out.
Well, we gotta think of the team ups though. So I'm gonna say Robin and Batman are gonna go up together, and then Tony Stark and Cap.
Yeah.
So
Percy Jackson's staying in his domain. That's where he's surviving at. He's not leaving the ocean.
Yeah.
Right?
So I'm thinking Tony and Cap.
Against Batman and Robin.
Okay, so who's gonna come out on top?
I think Robin dies, but Batman defeats these two.
Wow.
I think Robin gets like gone because like it's, but I think it ends up being Batman versus Percy.
Wow.
We can lean somewhere else if that's. What do you think?
I'm trying to think. I haven't really looked into Robin as much, so I definitely.
He's like just Batman Jr. pretty much. Like he can do everything that Batman can, but he's not as good as Batman.
So yeah, take Robin out.
Okay, so Robin's just dead.
But I think it's a.
But Robin weakens these two, so it's an easier fight for Batman.
I think it's a Batman v Tony Stark fight. Captain America's out.
Captain America's out?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he just doesn't have the shield?
He just doesn't have the shield.
Gotcha.
He needs the shield. Tony Stark v Batman, that's where I'm resting at right now. Because I think, okay, so Tony Stark has his Mach 3. He's basically just a dude, just a rich guy without it.
Yeah.
Batman.
And then you got to think, how well is technology going to work in this Hunger Games style place? You know what I mean?
Well, you never know. I mean, okay, I'll have to go with Batman because you said his suit's fireproof.
Yeah.
So
now we got
Stark's beam won't do
Percy
anything.
versus Batman.
Percy.
Yeah, so you think Percy wins this?
Yeah, he literally just.
I gotta agree.
It's a quick.
Because I'm trying to look. The only one that could possibly beat Percy Jackson on this list, given where he is, might be.
And Percy can see with the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can see him coming from a mile away.
So I think Percy Jackson just survives this.
Yeah.
Because like there's really no way to kill him if he's in the water.
Yeah.
The best bet is that he just gets killed early off, but Percy Jackson kind of has an advantage because he automatically just has a sword on him at all times.
Yeah, and we didn't even like incorporate the idea of a sword. We just incorporated the fact that he can control the ocean.
Oh yeah.
And that wins it in itself.
Dude.
So with the sword, it's an easy win for him.
Yeah, easy dub for Percy.
Yeah.
But hey, that was fun.
That was fun
to
do
do.
That again.
We gotta do that again for sure.
I
want you to make a list next time.
Yeah. All right.
I'd like to see what you got. We could do like action heroes.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. Extraction, that guy.
Yeah.
We could do we could do all those, dude. Mission Impossible. Yeah. Oh, that'd be lit.
Ooh.
That'd be lit. We could do all those. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. That's gonna be lit. I like this segment.
We'll do it a few more episodes from now.
For sure. Let's see. Next segment we got. Who would you rather? But it's like fight edition. So all these questions are who would you rather? Who would you rather fight between two people?
So I only came up with this because as I've said thousands of times, and I'll probably say it millions of more times.
That's right.
I'm a very I love hand-to-hand combat. I love fighting. I love like all these like.
There's one thing he
just-
loves. It's action movies.
It's action. Like I love action, and if you take away action from cinema, I'm probably just gonna listen to music the rest of my life. I'm not gonna
Wow.
listen to cinema.
Bold
like,
statement.
Like there's nothing really else out there, in my opinion.
I don't know if you would like one. Oh, I have an announcement to make, guys.
Uh-oh.
Last episode, I had How the Grinch Stole Christmas as my top
Ooh.
Christmas movie because I haven't watched Klaus.
Klaus.
I need to revoke that. Klaus is number one.
Wow.
Everything else goes down one peg
Wow.
because Klaus is the.
What was your number 10?
My number 10.
New York, right?
I think it was Home Alone 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Home
So
Alone
that-
2 is 11.
Wow.
But Klaus is
Wow.
the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
Wow, that's a huge statement.
I think Elf is a little bit overrated.
What?
A little bit overrated. Everyone freaks out when I say this. A little bit overrated. It's great.
Oh, I agree with
It's
you.
great, but it's a little bit overrated.
Last episode, you had a 100% 180-degree opinion. Like,
No, it's still my it's still my number 3 because it's
Yeah.
great. It's funny. It's hilarious. I just see everyone. I've seen recently. Everyone's like, it's the greatest, one of the greatest movies of all time. Blah blah blah. Chill out. No, it's
who won
not.
the poll, by the way?
No, it's not. I think
I think it was.
Elf
right?
did. Yeah, I think Elf did.
Well, because you asked which one's more.
Which
funny.
one's funnier? Yeah, I didn't say which one's a better movie. I said which one's funnier, which I do think
You
it's
should.
Elf.
You should. We're gonna do a poll. Actually, I'm gonna probably set up the poll. I'm gonna do a poll. And I know it's after Christmas, but I'm gonna do which one's better, Elf versus Home Alone.
Which one's a better movie?
Which one's a better Christmas movie?
I
Home
feel like they're
Alone.
gonna be like, you already asked this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we didn't actually.
Yeah, actually. Get it right, bro.
But yeah. So yeah, I just want to make that statement. Klaus is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. That's a fact. No, not opinion at all. But
This guy.
yeah.
We'll
But yeah,
figure
moving
it
on.
out.
So who would you rather fight? You want to start off?
Yeah. All right. So, who would you rather fight, Captain America or Tony Stark with nanotechnology?
I'd rather fight Cap because I feel like I could be pitiful enough that he just feels bad.
You gotta understand that he can control Thor's hammer.
I mean, either way, I'm dying quickly. But yeah, maybe if I'm like, "Hey, Cap, chill out. I like America, all that," he'll be like, "Okay."
I feel like I could survive Tony quick. Oh, not quick. I feel like I can survive Tony longer, because Tony is not fast unless he's in his
But
suit.
he's in a nanotech suit. Like he is in his most advanced suit.
So what you got to think about is if you can find a jet and get in a
You
jet,
just have a jet line around, dude, that you just go to.
break into Cecil Field.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, we don't condone Robert's behavior.
We don't condone breaking into government facilities. Don't do that, please. I didn't tell you. I'm not claiming that.
Yep. Roll back the footage.
Yeah. So basically, I think I would survive Tony longer, but I think I'd go with Tony.
I think he gets you anyway, though.
Yeah. But either one of them will still get me. I'm dead either way. But yeah,
All right.
survive Tony.
You got to fight prime Indiana Jones
Ooh.
or an Indiana Jones. It's all hand to hand. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't
Wait.
have his whip or anything. But
Okay.
this is prime Indiana Jones. This is ripped Harrison Ford. Or
man.
or Robbie Keane.
I say Robbie Keane.
You'd rather fight Robbie Keane?
I could kick.
You
his-
think?
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
really?
okay, let me take
You
that
think
back.
you could beat up Robbie
Let me
Keane?
take that
Okay,
back.
okay,
No,
okay.
no, I don't mean that. I didn't
Uh-huh.
mean that. I think I would land a few good hits on him.
Mhm, mhm.
Indiana Jones, I'm done.
The thing with
Robbie Keane,
the
I would-
thing with karate is like a lot of what you're training is just
Yeah.
taps on the chest, which is good. It's great, but also I feel like I don't know. I don't want to like hype myself up too much, but I feel like I could just kick Robbie Keane's booty.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
But,
wild.
eh,
That's a big statement.
I mean, you know.
he can do that. He can do the whole Ralph Macchio.
He broke
Daniel kick.
he broke Miguel's back. So I don't know how I feel about that statement that I just made.
Yeah,
I will still
he
stick
kicked him
by
off
it.
a third-story building or
Yeah,
two-story.
he wasn't even
two-story.
looking. I think Miguel. I don't know. I haven't seen. I need to rewatch Cobra Kai. But yeah.
Be my guest.
Okay. Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, it is great. Yeah.
So who would you rather fight?
hmm
Batman, fully loaded.
The next option, I don't care. Batman will end me.
Batman, fully loaded, or Wonder Woman, fully like she's a beast, prime, like the
Dude.
the Wonder Woman.
If I have to go out, I'd go out seeing Batman, so I could just at least see him. But my best
You
chance
ain't
of
seeing Batman. Remember, he's
my
black.
best.
He's wearing black. He's wearing black.
We're
He's wearing black.
just gonna move on from that.
He's wearing black, and he only attacks in the night.
Okay. All right. Yep. But all that aside, I think I would mostly survive against Wonder Woman because Batman is just goated. I'm biased.
Wow, that's
I'm
wild.
biased.
That's wild. All right, what's up?
All right. So, prime Mike Tyson.
Oh,
That's who you got. You're in a boxing ring. You got to survive like
Ouch.
a full boxing match with this guy. Or Superman, but you have one bullet of kryptonite, but you don't have a gun. So it's like a bullet-sized piece of kryptonite. You have that in your hand, but you don't have a gun. So like with Superman, you're just rocking a piece of kryptonite. With Mike Tyson, you're just rocking boxing gloves. But you're in his element, so
well, anywhere Superman's element.
that's a good point.
Um,
Except for like a red sun.
yeah, or kryptonite.
Good point.
So, me personally, I think I'd get in the boxing ring with Mike Tyson. Now, here's what I'll say. I don't remember who says it, but somebody says it. I will respect anybody who has ever gotten in the ring with prime Mike Tyson. If you have the cojones to get in the ring with prime Mike Tyson, you're like, I have all the respect to you.
I mean, yeah, you can have all the cojones you want, but you will die.
You will
so,
die.
Yeah, I mean,
you will die. Like most
you'll
of them
die with big cojones, I guess.
Most of them got knocked out quick.
I mean, yeah.
But the fact that they got in the ring is enough respect from me. So I'm gonna go with getting into the boxing ring with Mike Tyson. Now, if I was to fight Superman with kryptonite, one bullet size of kryptonite, honestly, the only way to do that is if you have to let him hit you. You have to let him full like.
And then you gotta hope that you
Superman's-
can get that somewhere near him
Yeah,
for like long enough or something.
Like you have to hold it in your fist, like pretend.
Maybe you could
you're
like stab
fleeing,
him with it or
let
something.
him grab, and then just as he's flying with you, just like jam it in his ear.
Oh yeah, earplug,
Yeah.
something like that.
Or something, and he'll go down.
But yeah,
But that's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, yeah, what you got for me?
All right, who would you rather fight?
Mm-hmm.
Flash, Prime, Grant
Oh,
Gustin,
oh.
the Flash.
Oh wow.
So probably I think his best.
So all
was
these
at
got
the end.
just got no chance of winning. Gotcha.
Yeah. The Flash, or
Or
have you seen Extraction 2?
no.
Extraction 1?
Yes.
What's his name? I love the movie, but I never forgot his name.
I mean, anyone against the Flash, I'm picking the other person because the Flash would just zoom, erase me from existence if he wanted to.
Okay, the Flash, Prime Grant Gustin.
Yep.
The Flash versus Tyler Rake.
Yeah, Tyler Rake.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll give that man a beer and then I'll just hope that he leaves me alone. To be honest, but or I'll mention his daughter or son or whoever it was that
His son,
I'll mention his son. Hopefully he'll like be like for like long enough
to do what?
to run away.
I'm
But
sure he's fast.
dude, the Flash man, I mean, dude, I'm dying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're not surviving that.
All right, let's see. Have you seen Puss in Boots?
I've seen Shrek.
Okay, so do you know who Puss in Boots is?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Puss in Boots
Okay.
or Mario. Have you seen the Mario movie?
Yeah.
Mario.
Mario.
Mario, really?
Yeah,
You
I
think-
feel like I could survive again. Now,
He's like a short, fat Italian dude. So like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like I could maybe beat him up.
let me just give him pizza. He'll be alright.
Wild statement.
He'll leave me alone.
Yeah, wild statement.
Give him some pizza or some fettuccine alfredo. He'll be great.
I
Or
mean,
some
yeah.
spaghetti.
But dude, he's like a short guy. He can jump really high.
Calzone.
I feel like I could beat him up. But like Puss in Boots, he's a cat. So if I kill him,
Big ZD.
he has like 8 more lives. He's gonna list off Italian food. Okay, buddy.
Hey, lasagna.
Oh my gosh, that's Garfield.
Garfield.
Garfield would love.
Yeah, I love Garfield.
I think they're making a Garfield movie.
That's like my childhood.
I think they're making a Garfield movie.
What?
I think Chris Pratt voices him.
Oh, great.
He's voicing like everyone.
Oh,
dude.
he's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Chris Pratt, my last one. Star-Lord
Oh, word.
versus.
Does he have his face mask and 2 blasters?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and he has his jetpack.
Oh, okay.
Star-Lord versus past 2014 Nebula, where she's still bowing down to her father. So not Rogue yet, not Prodigal, but
I might take Star-Lord because Nebula is like killing so many people.
Oh yeah,
And Star-Lord is just like, he's tough, but he's just a dude. You know what I mean? Like he's just a bro.
Yeah.
I feel like if I told him, hey, I'm from Earth, let me tell you what happened, he'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know? He'll want to hear what happens, you know? But I don't know. I don't see myself winning either of those fights,
Yeah.
to be honest. But, Star-Lord, I might get the better chance.
Right.
Is this my last one? Yeah, my last one.
Your last one, but I want to do one more.
Okay, bet. Yeah, you got that. Miles Morales, right?
Yeah.
He just got bitten.
Oh.
So, like, he has his powers. He doesn't know how to use them.
Yeah, he don't know.
He doesn't know how to use them.
Basically, every single Spider-Man.
Yeah, he does. He has his powers, doesn't know how to use them. Or Poe from Kung Fu Panda after the first movie.
Miles Morales.
Miles Morales?
Yeah. I could tackle
But
him
I
and punch
feel
him
like
all day.
he could just, like, accidentally just zap you, and you're dead.
Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah, but
But Poe is like a huge 500-pound panda.
do I know that Miles Morales is Spider-Man?
I mean, yeah. He doesn't care, though, because, like, he's about to fight you.
Okay, so...
Oh, have you seen Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
So, when he has, like, the Spider-Man suit that he got at a retail store?
Yeah.
He's wearing that. Like, that's the type of Spider-Man that he is right now.
Yeah, so...
That's his phase.
Here's my thing. If I can sneak up on him
Mm-hmm.
and restrain his arms, restrain his hands, wrists, whatever, I think I should be able to withstand Miles Morales. And especially at that level, he doesn't know really any self-defense mechanism.
I mean, I guess. I just feel like he's still, like, insanely strong and powerful. He just doesn't know how to use it.
Well, yeah, because he still has that.
But same thing
Spidey
with Poe.
strength.
Same thing with Poe, I feel like. Like, he's a big dude,
Yeah. Oh,
big,
yeah.
big panda.
He's a panda.
Yeah.
Pandas are big in real life.
For real.
You're not winning. All right, my last.
And this one knows Kung Fu.
Yeah. That's the downside. All right. This has like been always this has always been a controversy. Which one is the better self-defense fighter? So, who would you rather step in the ring with? Hawkeye
Oh.
or Black Widow? Don't use Black Widow the movie as a bias.
All right.
Think of her in the Avengers.
Oh, both of these in the Avengers?
Both of these in the original Avengers. How about that? Make it easier. Well,
Ooh.
actually, I can't use that one because Hawkeye's kind of taken.
Does he
out
have
of
his
it.
arrows?
In the first one?
No, in the fight, does he have his arrow? Like, am I fighting him with his bow and arrow?
He has his bow and arrow. He has his bow and arrow can turn into the staff.
Cool.
But Black Widow, I think I would rather step in the ring with Hawkeye. Me personally.
I might do Black Widow.
I might not die.
I might do Black Widow. Because, like, Hawkeye's aim is just too... Like, I'm envisioning we're in, like, an open arena, and I don't really have anywhere to hide.
Yeah.
So it'd be like that.
I
So, like, he could just shoot me. Black Widow, I don't think I could outrun her, but I think I could maybe, like, try to outrun her. And then it would just... I don't know. I think I'm dying either way.
I think my favorite line from Hawkeye was... Or actually, it was Tony. Tony was like, retirement didn't suit you? 18 holes, 18 shots. kind of got bored or whatever. He said
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. It was like
Like
so
his
funny.
aim is good.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's how you know, like even in retirement, he's like.
Because I feel like Black Widow, like I feel like I have a better chance, but I still don't think like I'm winning any of these. I just think overall my better chance is with Black Widow.
Yeah, you
But-
could probably. Well, she also is
yeah.
a spy, so she also.
I mean, does that really matter though in like a 1v1 situation?
I feel like it does because there are some spy tactics where she can weave in and out of things
I mean, I guess.
to avoid you.
But yeah, I mean, you know. But yeah, that goes. Who would you rather fight? So let us know if you want that segment.
That
but
was
now
great.
for our big end of the year segment, we will be doing the top 10 movies of this year. So all of these have been released in 2023, and these are our top 10 movies of the year 2023.
Pull up my notes real quick.
Yeah. Transition. Bump down. Very good.
I gotta look. You take a crap real quick.
Can you?
Yeah, I'll try and wait.
All right. We shouldn't spend too long talking about these.
I cut myself open earlier.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I don't know when I have to be home actually, or when we have to be at my house.
Yeah. I finally got to watch Oppenheimer, although I never told you that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Here's let me know when you're ready, boy.
Yeah.
Sonny.
Alright.
I'll let you start this one off.
Alright.
Introduce this.
Alright. I'm ready.
All right.
Alright.
Did you fart?
Yeah, I did.
I smell it.
I told you you need to take a crap.
You weren't kidding.
Alright, so
All
I'm
right.
gonna go into the.
Wait. Before that, wanna do thumbnail faces?
Yeah.
I got one. I'm gonna use that one. All right.
Alright.
But let's get. Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright. So, my number 10 spot for.
Introduce the segment, buddy.
Introduce the segment. So, we're gonna dive.
We're gonna dive right in.
All right, so we're gonna dive right back into. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get into the
Okay. Number 4. Let's get it.
top 10 movies. All right.
That's it. Just top 10 movies.
All right, so we're gonna get right into the last segment of the video, which is top 10 movies of 2023.
Let's get into it. Number 10, Robert.
Barbie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Wow. Yeah. It's,
Wish I could have. Haven't seen it.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like my girlfriend, like she doesn't know I've watched it because like
Does she not? Is she not a fan?
well she doesn't she loves Barbie but she doesn't love the movie.
Oh, so she's seen it.
So I think she's seen clips of it. But I watched
I know we
it,
said we're not going to talk about these a lot, but I want to hear what
Yeah.
you have to say.
But I watched Barbie honestly, I think I was just low. Like life was just like, you need to pick me up, buddy. So I don't know why I watched Barbie, but I did. I should have watched the Avengers. It would have been easier. But
Hey.
I watched Barbie and it was decent.
Yeah. I mean,
Ryan
shoot.
Gosling does really well as Ken. So I mean, hey,
I need to
Won't
watch
lie.
it because I've heard either you hate it or you like it.
Yeah.
You hate it or you love it. I haven't seen someone that's like, it's okay, I like it. It's like a 6. It's either like a 1 or like a 9 for some people. It's crazy. My number 10 is Aquaman 2. I enjoyed it. It was I want to say great. It's good. I liked it. My biggest high for this one was probably the brother thing that was going on in the movie with Arthur and Orm, the Aquaman and the Ocean Master guy from the first movie.
yeah.
But yeah, that's what I really liked. So that's my number 10.
Okay. My number 9 goes to. I'm still in the girly ones.
Oh,
My number
Robert's
9
little
goes
girly
to
face.
The Little Mermaid.
oh really?
Now I'm
Another
not,
one I haven't seen.
Yeah, so The Little Mermaid is great.
That one had a lot of controversy around it.
Cause okay, so here's my thing. If we change Tiana from Princess and the Frog to white,
there
would be problems in this world.
Yeah, you're treading in dangerous territory.
Yeah, I am. Now, don't get me wrong.
Before you click off the video.
So before you click off the video, I love the choice that they made with.
Did you? All right. Yeah. Did you think that she did good in like acting wise?
She did all right.
Okay,
She did
okay.
out of 10. I say she did like 7.5. She did all right.
All right.
She could do better.
This is a little. All right. This is a tangent. I'm sorry. This is what's happening a lot with Percy Jackson. They race changed Annabeth. She's now black in the show, and then
Really?
and then Grover is not as he's depicted in the books. But my biggest thing with and a lot of people and like they did that with a lot of characters. Chiron, they're doing that. They did it, and Luke looks different. Percy looks different. He's blonde. Percy's blonde. But
What?
here's my thing. I had an open mind going into it because Rick Riordan handpicked these actors, and he's the one that made the books. So like I'm like, okay, he obviously knows his stuff.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
And then when you're watching the show, all of them are acting incredibly well. Like, and my biggest highlight is Percy and Annabeth. They're both acting like how they're acting a lot like the characters in the book. Annabeth, like you barely notice that it's a race change. Like she's acting so much like Annabeth that you're like, oh, this is Annabeth.
Yeah.
And Percy, it's like you barely notice that he's blonde. Like this is Percy. He's acts so much like him.
Yeah.
So like for race changing things like that, when they do different things like that, if they act like the character that they're portraying, like and like if it's been past media, like especially when they're redoing stuff, if they act like, I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Well,
it's
I have
great.
no problem with it. It's just that it's like, for me, it's like a double standard. In
Yeah,
cinema.
it is a double standard for
It's
sure.
like you if you changed, for
'Cause
example, Tiana.
Yeah.
If you changed her to white, there would be a lot of like backlash.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a double standard for sure, but
But I feel like for movies like that, so between Little Mermaid and Tiana, or Princess and the Frog, Princess and the Frog is more. You can tell it's more of a tradition. It's traditionally best played as a black actress.
yeah.
But with Little Mermaid, it was left so loose ended to the point where they could change the race if they wanted to, and they did. So I think
Okay.
I personally I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
It's just I wanted to address that double standard.
I will say live action remakes. I just want like original content. If I'm being real honest, but
Honestly.
yeah,
I feel
we tangented a little bit there.
I feel the same way.
Is it my number 9 now?
Yeah.
My number 9 is Elemental. This one blew me away. I wasn't expecting a lot out of this movie, but it was great.
I
Huh?
I like that movie.
You did? The advertising, I think, was bad for this movie.
Really?
Because you see a lot of things, and you're not expecting much based off like the trailers and stuff. But this movie is good. And it's gorgeous to look at. It's like it's great. Like they animated it very well. Everything's done well. But yeah, I mean like just great. Like I was surprised.
Yeah. It's cool how they it's just cool how they use like elements to like I guess
There is a lot of unanswered questions though. Because like you see a lake and that's not a bunch of dead water bodies. You know what I like? You know, water is a person, but then you see like a river and like a fountain, and it's just like, how does that work?
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's okay.
I mean, it's a kids movie. Don't look into it too much at this point.
Yeah, exactly. If they look too far in it, they need to be watching different movies.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so my number 8 goes to Oppenheimer.
Really?
It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
Really?
I just never caught onto it as good as I thought I would.
Wow. I
mean, trust me, like I wish I was given the opportunity to watch it in Dolby Cinema because if I would have gotten to
theaters,
watch it,
whoa.
If I would have gotten to watch it in Dolby, I think my eardrums would be gone. If they're not
Oh,
already
yeah.
gone. Like,
I mean, disagree, but like at least it's in your top 10. That's how I feel about it.
right.
My number 8 is the Super Mario movie. Another one that kind of like surprised me a little bit. Wasn't expecting much, but it still was like great. So I mean, you gotta love it. I mean, Super Mario. I think they didn't really make a bad decision with this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
My number seven, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Creed 3.
really.
I love Creed. It actually came out on March 3rd.
Yeah.
2023.
I remember watching
So
it. It was dope.
Because of, being Creed 3, they made it the third day of the third month of the year. So
Oh, wow.
it was pretty dope.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
They made it the third day of the third month of the year.
In
and
2023.
Yeah, so the only problem I have with Creed 3, which is why it's so low, I think, is because they made it more of a drama than a fighting movie, like a boxing originated movie.
Mhm.
And now they reeled it in with the last fight, but it's still, you could still tell, like, hey, this is a lot of drama.
Yeah.
And I most people, they probably just wanted to see the good stuff.
Yeah.
I put it in my 7th spot.
My number 7, Blue Beetle. Really, I mean, like, it was really breath of fresh air for the DC universe, because like you're getting a lot of these bad movies, and then you get like a little gem like that one, and you're like, oh, this is nice. So DC can make good movies.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle. I mean, like the character, they could not have picked a better actor to play Jaime Reyes.
Uh-huh.
I will say, like he did so good. But yeah, I mean that's my number 7, dude.
All right, number 6 for me is Cocaine Bear.
Really?
Yeah, I actually really like.
I wish I got to watch that.
Cocaine Bear.
I've heard it was really fun.
It's a really fun movie. I just like the funny, like, it's funny, but it's not like the funny scenes where, like,
Does it take itself too seriously?
I think so.
Oh, really?
I think they take it too serious for what it really is.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie. I put it in my 6th spot because
For sure.
it's decent.
Yeah.
So.
My 6 is Creed 3. Really enjoyed this movie. The biggest thing for me was the scene, like the cinematography was excellent, dude.
Wow.
A lot of the scenes were shot well. It was more of a drama, but I didn't mind it as much. I still got like a good bit of fighting in, so it was like I thought it was fine.
Right.
But yeah, that's my number 6.
My number 5 spot goes to Missing. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix. But Missing is basically, if you haven't seen it, just a short, very, very short summary. Girl's online. She's online, and she basically doesn't really have much of a life with her mom because of her dad's supposed death.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of lost connection there. Then her mom ends up going on a date, and basically she gets kidnapped.
Oh, I think I saw this. I think I saw the trailer for this one.
Yeah, and it's a really good movie, but
yeah, I'll have to give it a watch.
Definitely go check it out. So that's my number 5 spot.
My number 5 is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. This movie came out of nowhere for me. I went into it I think with my brothers just as a thing to do, and it was like, whoa, this movie is great.
Yeah.
Shout out to my buddy Josh. This guy loves this movie. We went on a camping trip, and we were on the car ride, and he was like, hey, can I borrow your phone? Or I think he said, hey, can I borrow your AirPods or something? Hey, can I borrow your phone? Hey, can I borrow your pillow? He just wanted to watch this movie, and I was like, okay, here you go, buddy, because I wanted to sleep. So I was like, all right. But yeah, I mean, and I was like, have you seen this movie before? He was like, yeah. I was like, how many times have you seen it? He was like, 4. I'm like, okay, dude. But yeah, he really liked this movie, and I did too. It's in my top 5.
Yeah.
But I thought it was great.
All right, my number 4 spot goes to Air.
Dude, I wanted to watch this movie so bad.
So Air is really good.
I think it's on Hulu, isn't it? I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
I've heard so many good things.
I only watched it because I was at my buddy Caden's house for Christmas, and we watched it. But basically, it's a really good movie. It's really based off of course, Air Jordan, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And all of the crew with his business of Air Jordan and things like that. So it's really good. Definitely go check it out.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to watch that.
But that's my 4th spot.
Nice, dude. My number 4 is Oppenheimer.
Wow.
I saw this one in theaters with my brother and my dad, which made that one scene really awkward. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah. Dude, the movie was great. That ending blew me away. I was like, whoa. I know I want to say you don't connect a lot with stories, but the story in this movie was top tier.
Yeah.
Like, you see him live his whole life, and then, oh, wow. Like, the ending was just so, like, creative and twisty and turny. I was like, what? Like, I went out of the movie theater, and I was just, like, thinking, dude. I was like, wow. Because, like, that's a movie that once you watch it, you just need, like, you need the rest of the day to just, like, sit down and think. Because, like, that was just crazy. But, yeah, I really liked that movie. That movie was amazing.
My number 3 spot goes to... So we're in our top 3, ladies and gentlemen.
We are in our top 3. This is when it gets...
My number 3 spot goes to Godzilla Minus One.
Dude, respect.
So
loved that.
It jumped all of those movies as soon as I watched it. Great movie, great storyline. Definitely recommend. 8.5 out of 10. Go check it out.
Yeah, I mean, my number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Fair enough.
What a movie. Like, that movie was something that, like, Marvel's going downhill. You think they can't produce a good movie? Nope.
Yeah.
You get Guardians 3. It's great. I love that movie. I watched that movie, like, so many times. It was spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, like, little to no problems with that movie either. But, yeah, I mean, it was great.
I didn't even think about that movie when I made this list.
Oh, really?
I want to put it in my list, but I'm gonna hold off. My number 2 spot goes to Fast and the Furious X, Fast X. If you never heard of it, it's you're living under a rock. Basically, the Fast and the Furious saga started with Fate of the Furious, or started in Fate of the Furious, and then went to Fast and the Furious 10 or Fast X, and
I've seen
the incorporation of Jason Momoa, Aquaman. Basically, they incorporated him into the movie.
I've heard he was really good as a villain.
He did great,
dude,
as a villain.
I've seen the first 4 Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, yeah.
I need to watch the rest of those.
They're
because I've heard so many good things about the new one.
Oh, yeah. All right, your number 2 spot, sir.
My number 2 spot is, of course, Godzilla Minus One. We just talked about it. Don't need to get into it too much. It's great. Go watch it at this point. Like, you may have to read it, but still, that didn't bother me as much as I thought it would.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to get
our
into
number 1.
Number 1, drum roll, please.
I hope our number 1s are the same.
Extraction 2.
Never mind.
Extraction 2 is by far the best movie I have ever watched this year. But I will say that it takes over last year's as well. 2022,
wow.
2023.
Wow.
Extraction 2 takes the cake for all of it. Chris Hemsworth does amazing as Tyler Rake. I think the idea of adding more action was an amazing idea. Because that's the kind of guy I am.
Amazing idea.
They kept it going. They started it and did not end it until the movie was over and the credits were rolling. So great movie. Number 1, 10 out of 10.
Really?
Easily.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. My number 1 is, you don't really need a drum roll for it. It speaks for itself. Goodness. Redo that. Goodness. What are we doing here? My number 1, don't need a drum roll for it. Speaks for itself. Across the Spider-Verse is amazing.
Wow.
Wow. It's just, this movie blew me away because, you don't think, the first one is so good that it's one of those, you think it can't get better than this, and then the sequel just, whoop, it raises the bar. It's great. Really love this movie. Yeah. The story is interesting. Everything is interesting. I'm so excited for the third one to just cap off this trilogy.
Oh, fair.
With that being said, I just remembered a movie that I forgot about that I didn't even realize came out this year. Avatar: Way of Water. You know what I mean? I think that is going...
That's got to be my 4.
Yeah, that's going in my 5, and then everything else is just going down. Sorry about that. We don't have time to remake it. It's fine. That movie was great.
2023 came out with some crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies this year. It was hard to keep track of them all, but I mean, yeah, everything was great. There wasn't a lot of. I mean, there have been bad movies this year for sure, but there have been great movies this year.
Oh yeah, there have been fantastic movies. But with that, thank you for watching the Real Guys podcast. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. And when you comment, make sure you let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to ever see again, because it was cringy and unworthy of visual contact from any viewer across the YouTube.
Wow, what a statement!
YouTubers.
But yeah,
have a happy new year.
And
bring in 2024.
Thank y'all for supporting us through this year. Get ready for 2024. We're having a lot of stuff coming out. It's gonna be a great year. Get excited for it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, see y'all next year.